So yeah, I'm like looking like, damn, like, I don't know. I just like, it's just like my whole head is like up on the screen anyway. See, it's like that for a reason, because we all need some kind of humor sometimes. I don't just try to laugh it off all the time or anything like that, but in the past, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've relied on fucking humor but then again, anyways, I'm not, but again, there's, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. We know what's funny and what's not. Bullying, obviously, is not on, but, ugh. Anyways, I know I said what I said with my other videos, and I was saying, like, how I felt targeted from, like, you know, it's just, I'm not gonna say who it is, somebody, obviously, who lives here that, was being a fucking bitch, and that's all that needs to be said, but that person knows who they is, and it is what it is, but yeah, like I said, other people's kids is running around doing all this other shit. And I mean, this has been the whole time since I got here. I'm not saying it's like that every night, or like, I'm not even saying people are out of control. I'm not the one like, I'm not calling and complaining about anybody. But the point is, if you're gonna call and complain about anybody, why would it be me or my child? The only, like, I'm not gonna say the only people that doesn't bother anybody, because there are some people that are just totally to themselves, and usually they're called guests that, you know, which is basically all of us anyways, is like really technically, but it's, I'm not even gonna start talking about people with DSS and all this shit, because whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna say one thing and be like, and act like, oh, I'm too good for food stamps, or like shit like that. I'm not, because believe me, I like for us to eat, you know what I'm saying? So, but again, am I saying I'm trying to die on food stamps? No. Am I trying to die anyways? No. So again, I never said I was too good for some damn food stamps. For real. But anyways, that's I don't know how we got to that point, but I don't know. It's just like, I don't, maybe it's because it's like, it's not that I'm not trying to get to know people. People have to want to get to know you or be around you or in your aura type of shit, and that's not even like me putting myself on a pedestal. When I say aura, it's like, we all have an aura or whatever, and that's just another word for kind of like your personality and who you are and the vibes, like all of that comes together and stuff. You have an ego, all that shit, whatever, and you know what I mean, how you are with others. We all go through stuff that can shape or form and stuff like that, but at the same time, you can't like just take shit out on people, especially, it's just, you know, there's just no way in hell that anybody can like blame other people for there's problems that's not even theirs, but at the same time, it's good to care about people in the world and all this other shit, but it's about how your attitude and all of that kind of stuff. And again, like, you have to give a fuck about shit in this world and try to do something to like make, you know, the world a better place. I'm sorry, like, it is what it is. Yes, I look like an avatar right now because it was on TV, but I'm making coffee. My daughter's asleep, so she's sleeping very peacefully right now. I actually wanted to show off my nice clean apartment. I have the camera on the wrong way, but it won't let me change it the way either. I'm just gonna show you like this, I guess. So from the door, you can kind of, yeah, like I said, this is the face camera, but I mopped my floors. I even cleaned my stupid shoes because you kind of have to sometimes, but yeah, I have a little bit more clutter work to work on. Not like clutter, but I mean declutter it, as far as just organizing my shit, my whatever, you know. I organize the food and I go through everything. like, it's like I don't have that much space to worry about. So, but so when I move, I will have to, like, go through all of my stuff, you know what I mean? Like, that'll be a lot more. But for the meantime, it's a perfect time to organize my brain and my thoughts with that kind of stuff, and just take care of. I'm glad I had that one tooth pulled, and I thought I was gonna have to have the other one. Like, at the time, the one behind it felt like it was like bigger, and it just like felt all in the way, but it was feeling painful, but it was from the other tooth. So see, this one gone for a while now, for like, I don't know how many weeks, I forget. It was the 24th. It was June 24th when I had the freaking tooth pulled. And, yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's, like I said, it's much better. I think the dentist is right about, like I said, the other tooth, because this one that was pulled, like, you could see on the x-ray that, like, there was, like, a hole from the tooth. It was, like, the nerve, it was, like, way deep. It was bad. But, yeah, so this has had time to, like, close up, because when the tooth was still there, you know what I mean, it was open, and then, so without the tooth there, then, the gums close over all that, and, like, that's where, you know what I'm saying, it's been a lot better. I was getting some crazy migraine headaches and shit. It was, like, bad. But, yeah, so the next step as far as that part goes is, like, trying to have that one tooth that I was gonna have pulled, like, have it filled before it, like, starts to bother me again, I can kind of feel the little sensitivity, but again, I do brush my teeth with Sensodyne or a generic brand, whatever I have at the time, like, but I do that every day, obviously. And so right now I'm making some coffee, and I just wanted to say that if you have moments, and I'm just saying, who doesn't? Coffee. It's just, I don't know if everybody has, like, put those two correlations together like that, but yeah, coffee is helped to make you wake up or be diligent or whatever, your stomach situation, just because after dinner and dessert type of situation, just because you want a cigarette or something. Like, I don't smoke cigarettes, or to go with some marijuana. I mean, I do that, but no cigarettes, and I rarely ever drink alcohol, because I don't know, it's for me, I think if you're having a good time, and then it'll be worth it type of situation, because you also want to try to eliminate a hangover situation for the next day type of thing. And there are ways to make that process better than it could be type of thing. So that's all. That's something I will let you guys know, whatever I can help with, like, whatever knowledge I accrue or whatever on that. But again, I don't really go there all like that. I'm sure, like, Tylenol and stuff probably helps, but again, I'm still dealing with that tooth healing, and I, like, can kind of feel that, like, but then again, that could be from the tooth, like, that needs the filling or whatever. Anyway, so I really just wanted to say something before, like, I came on. I was talking about last night and all that shit, and then stupid shit, like, that has not, and all that dumb shit outside, and all that didn't have nothing to do with me and everything, but I feel like is the need to, like, display the fact that me and my child wouldn't make noise because of, these two calls that, like, were placed. Like I said, I'm not gonna keep on overdoing it and, like, obsess about it, but again, this is the kind of shit that happens, and this is how you protect your peace. Because again, like, when you're an innocent person, like, no matter what it is, like, whether it's something stupid, petty, the point is, like, people, come on. people have like been moved around and stuff like that, but they usually, whatever. I'm not even gonna say people was right or wrong or whatever, because I don't really know. Like, you know how sometimes some of the stories missing, but I'm not gonna say that some people weren't, like, maybe, I don't know who got good treatment or bad or whatever. I don't really know. Like, I just know when I moved here, like, and I knew right away that I was gonna have to pay my little rent, and I did that every time, and I do that. So my point is, though, obviously I'm trying to have my family together, my children, my kids. Like, Malachi would always be with me, and I just want to say something. And then the girls are back and forth with me and their dad, but it's summer, so of course they're gonna be want to spend time with me right now. So fingers crossed for August, but we'll see. Like, if not, then I'm here. But hopefully, it's just like I want to have a house. Obviously, who doesn't? That's just something people take for granted. But it is kind of it's not the worst thing in the world to be living in a hotel, but it can be challenging or tough. It's not even just that. It's just transitions in life, and it can be upsetting at times or something. And I see that, or I can recognize that with other people, or why other people have their little issues or whatever, obviously. But I just want to say this. At 6:30 in the morning, somebody was up talking, like, has some kind of issue or something. I'm just going to say this. There's a certain type of people that is, I'm not going to say homeless, but poor or something, or it's like leads to that. It seems like I don't even want to be an asshole and say all this, because here I am living in a fucking hotel, right? But all I'm saying is, like, get your shit together, anybody and everybody. You know what the fuck I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying you aren't really poor and you don't have a reason to bitch about it, because I get that, obviously. But try to plan and prepare better. You don't have to have everybody in your business. This is each our individual self. Number one, everybody doesn't need to know how much money you have, and that doesn't mean, I have all this money and hold you back, because it doesn't mean that at all. I am good about, okay, I have to make sure I buy this, that, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm going to put the money in the right places, if that makes sense, to make sure we have what we need. I always feed my kids, make sure what they have. Even, like, I try. Like, I remember not that long ago, I spent some money for my son on shoes and boots and shit, and then he didn't even wear, like, I don't know if he might have wore one of the pairs. I don't know. Anyways, it's the point that you do for, but they know. Like, my kids, they learn. We all, you are supposed to teach your kids and stuff like that. But anyways, back to, I'm not here to talk shit about anybody's kids or anything. If somebody has their kids out in the middle of the night, or people are doing whatever, it's summer, and like I said, I don't care. Enjoy your fucking summer. But just be aware that somebody's old ass, I'll just say that, made complaints about me 2 times. And one time it was at 10 o'clock at night, and the other time, like, they came to the door, said I think I might have got a phone call. Anyways, my daughter I'm not going to let her bang around. So my point I'm trying to make right now is, so yesterday, because she had, these issues or whatever, it wasn't like real serious. It was just to get her to be quiet or whatever. I understand nobody wants to hear her banging around at all. And like, I taught her how to play the drums, so she will like try to do that on the windows. Like, you seen me in my claps in the fucking Darkness musical. So my point is, like, I do want my children to enjoy their musical talents. If they're musically inclined and they want to do stuff, then anyway, she will be playing the drums soon. I already scheduled the appointment. So we're good with that situation, and she was a good girl. The whole point is that's what I'm getting at right now, is like yesterday really worked on shit with her to make sure she's being a good kid, and if she tries to slip up, I'm right on her ass. Like, so then I sat with her old school style, got her ass to sleep and shit. She was asleep before 10 o'clock, so nobody could say my child was banging around or making any fucking noise. But again, this same person doesn't care, like, other people's kids screaming and yelling all through the night, running around, all of that, which, again, not my business. Do I really care? Like, I don't want anybody to be hurt in the middle of the night. I don't think it's a great idea, but at the same time, I'm not judging. I don't really know exactly what people are doing. Like, I mind my own fucking business. They want to go out and play at night, whatever. If everybody's safe. Like, my point is, I believe that adults were with children. It wasn't children running around. What that noise was that I heard last night, I'm pretty sure that was a baby. But again, I don't know, and I can't confirm that. Honestly, it's stupid. The point is that I was just trying to document that it wasn't me or my child. And again, here she is sleeping now. She will, if she's up and, you know, excited or overstimulated or bouncy at all, I try to, she's really good about working out her own energy and exercising on her own, and I do it myself. Like, yesterday I was showing her, I'm like, see, I'm dancing, I'm exercising. And then after that, she was jumping around and all that. I'm like, good, you're exercising. You see, now I need to rest. And so, and I talk to her a lot because she's my youngest child. I'm 42. And she is my sixth child because I have twins as well. Most of my children are like several years apart, except it was like a whole 9-10 years before with Quinning. I had a nice big gap there. I mean, whatever, I said a nice big gap. Like, it was all good. Like, I don't really know how that's all gonna go with this time around, because you can think about, like, somebody starting over or something, having more kids, because it's like that kind of with me. Especially, it's really weird because Malachi, my oldest, is a November baby. If you've seen the one video, I had to put it up, and I apologize, Malachi. I'm sure he's mad. He does not like to be on camera and stuff. It's something he's going to have to get over eventually, or he'll have to put a mask on or something. I don't know. But we're going to figure it out because he is musically inclined and talented. And he knows he wants to make it and stuff. Like he enjoys making music. It's just been a lot of stuff that we've all had to deal with as a family, me and my kids. I mean, and my man, we have a family now because we have our daughters, so we would like to be a family, or I would like for that, and I believe he would like the same. It's just, I'm not going to sit here and try to speak for him. He can be shy, and he gave himself the name Quiet Q before, when we made a song together, back when we first had, like, our first little date. And then, so back then, after that, like, we had, like, kind of, like, we was, like, dating, but we kind of fell into a whole friendship thing. It was, like, we both had a lot of stuff with life issues, things to deal with, and I was busy making a lot of music, and he was busy with a lot of his own, you know, stuff. I don't even want to start talking about all his own life right now, because I can kind of let him do that for himself, kind of, in a way. Or I don't know where he would want to start or what he wants to disclose, so I'm trying to be respectful on that. I'm like that with everybody else as well, so it's just, you know what I'm saying, like, if I think, like, I know how he is, though, especially, but anyways, I've dealt with so much hell with my parents, my sister. I don't want to keep bringing their names up and all this dumb shit. Honestly, you try hard to, you know, have something stable or something, just a life, like, so your kids can look up to you and you can feel good about your life and have stability and stuff. I've done a awesome job of providing for them in that sense. Society is kind of crazy and backwards in a lot of ways, because to not anybody who didn't see me as like a necessity or something good for to be included in like to be part of like something. It's, I don't know. Anyways, I'm not gonna keep going on. I feel like I'm kind of all over the place, but I'll be honest with you. I've been up since 6:30 this morning. This is actually, see, right now, I'll be honest with you guys, I have been like a guinea pig throughout my life. Like, I feel like the bad things I've gone through, and then I've been so nice to be like, you know what, do this or don't do that, because because of this, that, and the third, I know what I'm talking about, trust me, blah, 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 and give people advice. Like, I love my baby. I'm so happy I have my baby, Quinny. But she may have been conceived with a condom on. So the point is, like, and I know it did not break. I'm just saying. So I like to tell people that, for like teenagers need to know that kind of thing. Like I told my teenagers. So I'm just saying, I think that you should, don't lie to yourself. But anyways, it's just, we have to be supportive of each other, but we can't let people look at you don't want anybody to look at you like a fool, and like, the point is like having the right kind of energy, like, 'cause you're a good person and stuff like that. I'm sorry, I had to dive into this coffee and it has no sugar. What? Coffee is helpful, so when you don't have sugar, even these like cheap cookies are good. Coffee. Oh, milk too. So I just had this thought like not too long ago. I just want to show you something. So my thought not so long ago is like, it was just like, okay, yeah, whatever, but my little bathroom is like my office right now, because, come on, it says, I don't have a lot of space. When I want to be, I have to be quiet, so I'm not bothering the baby, or I have to, she's being too loud, so I have to, like, I'm on the phone or something. Whoopsies. Anyways, so I'm just gonna talk this briefly too about something real. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Jesus. It's a little dirty. What the fuck? Okay. Anyways, I've told you I'm like stuck on the one camera mode because of my, yeah, my phone is like not, I don't know, it's a phone, yeah. Okay, 1 second, I'm just trying to move some stuff around here. You're gonna see what I'm about to do. It'll be 1 second here. I don't know, I've never done this, not yet, but it's about to happen. All right, okay. You guys ready? Okay, I don't even know if I'm ready, but it looks kind of cool. Hold on, 1 second. Oh yeah, that's good. There's a million things I can talk about with you guys and enlighten you and shit like that. Like, for real. Seriously, so much is... Anyways, I'm almost done organizing this. I mean, whatever. It's not gonna stay like this, but it just shows you can do whatever. Okay. I don't know. The painting is just, I don't know. It's not gonna work, but maybe on the side here. Okay. Excuse me. As you know, I have some coffee, my little cookie, and my little milk. So you see my little mirror. Now look. I put this board over the sink. So I can kind of, hold on, let me see. Okay, I turned off the light so I could actually see in the mirror, as you can see, but, so, yeah, there's the board, and I brought a pen in here, but I'm going to get my little notebook. I'm just saying, because I already have my little chair. I gotta put the milk away. So, yeah, whoopsie, but that's the thing. You have to be cautious. I'm always trying to make sure I get all this extra water and I not have, you know what I'm saying. You keep things clean and stuff. But obviously you have to be clean anyways. But with a sink office space, you gotta really do that as well. You don't want your papers to get wet. Anyways, I don't know. It's just like, you see how this board is, though. I could always switch it like this. So this board, that's what I wanted to talk about briefly as well before I let you guys go or whatever. As you see, the coffee helped me. I'm like I said, I got up at 6:30 this morning. Everything I was telling you, I'm like, I just wanted to give respects to my daughter, and just say everything. Like, I wanted to make a video from when I got up at 6:30. I woke up, I was full of, like, I felt good, like, I slept good and everything. So, I wasn't mad that I was, like, woken up with somebody else's shit. But it's like, you have to stop living like you're in an emergency all the time or something. Like, don't come to me with, like, all the time, like there's people that carry that kind of energy, and it's really annoying because, like, it's just really annoying. I'm not saying it's not normal to have some problems or need help, but if you gotta carry your own weight, if that makes any sense. Like, especially when you have kids, like, you gotta provide. You have to make sure, you have to figure it out. Whatever your income is, budget that shit out. And if you don't have enough, you gotta go out there and try to find some more. I was thinking about doing that where they give your plasma from your blood. I guess you could get money for it, but not everybody can do that because of health issues. I don't know if I might be one of those people. Or, like, who knows, there could be other things, maybe I don't know, like, I do not know, but I just thought I would throw that out there and just say that. But again, it's been a weird day, period, because when I stepped outside, it smelled like burning garbage. I'm like, what the fuck, who would be doing this over here? This is, like, a nice neighborhood, like, basically, I'm, like, damn near, it's Buffalo sort of, but it's also like Amherst. So, but yeah, I was told that there's, like, wildfires in Canada. When Buffalo, New York, we're not far from Canada. So yeah, it's just a weird ass day for that. But besides that, there's been a lot of weird fucking energy anyways, where people are just weird. But I'm all over all of that anyways, and I'm not worried about any of that. But it was, again, like when I started making my little videos last night and all that shit, that's why, is because I was, like, protecting my peace. Like, it's like, dude, I already went through this with my own parents. My sister, like, had to make these videos. Like, do you think I want to be like, oh, they're giant douchebags, blah, 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 blah. Like, basically everything I'm saying, like, if I'm even not saying it, like, just, you know what I mean? Like, just my feelings, but also not just my feelings. Like, come on, if that was your parents, wouldn't you feel like that? Or your sister? Like, what the fuck is that? What kind of, how is that being a family? And they can act like, oh, they just hate me, and, or I'm terrible. Like, the fuck? I'm not even, I don't have to entertain any of that bullshit, lies or whatever. Pushing me away since I was born is what the truth really, what it is. And oh well, I don't fucking care, and I'm not worried about it anymore. Maybe you shouldn't be worried about it either then. Like, don't worry about what the truth is so much as stop making problems for me, and then I won't have to keep talking about it, right? But time moves forward, and if you do fucked up things, like you do things that's wrong, or you have, and you need to acknowledge that, and you know what I'm saying, and try to get some mercy from God. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, I'm not out here trying to create crimes and shit. Now I see why this is thrown out, I think, because there's... Okay, yeah, let me not forget my point, too, about this. I showed you this board. This was one thing I got out of the garbage. Oh, my God, I'm getting it, though. There's, like... Oh, my God, I don't want to hurt myself. I don't even know if I can get this out or how I'm supposed to... I need, like, tools. So, there's, like, 2 staples in here, but I don't know how I'm supposed to pull it out because it's... I don't know if this is the best board. Anyways, it was... I had got that from the garbage. Not this garbage over here, but it's like down the street. Oh my God. I just turned it over, but see, this is some kind of like Velcro thing. Anyways, it's really like you can use it as like a tray for whatever. So anyways, I turned it over because of the freaking... Like I said, it had 2 staples in it, and I like pulled on them so they're sticking out, but then it's like stuck, and I need like pliers or something. I have tweezers somewhere. I don't know if it'll actually work. I'll let you guys know. So there's that. There's this. Okay, let me start. For starters, this was the painting. I wrote on that, it says, one man's trash is another man's treasure. This was in the garbage. Like, when I got, I got both of these, this and this. And, okay, so like I said, I wrote on that, one man's trash is another man's treasure. I just liked, like, the painting strokes. There was, like, some other paintings. I just didn't want to be a whole 100% weirdo and just take a bunch of shit from the garbage and just look super weird. But it wasn't really, like, I could do that. There was much cooler, like, not being funny, but there was, like, some stuff that there was these weird foamy mattresses. Like, it was, I don't even know. It was, like, I don't even know how to describe the material. I forget exactly, but it was just different. And it would have been something interesting to, like, sit on or, like... But I knew I couldn't bring that up in the damn hotel. And it is what it is, so it's just... But at least I knew better than to waste my time, anyway. So then, here's this. Now, this other painting, it looked very different than it does now. It looked like some kind of weird critter, like... like it makes me think of what you call it from on SpongeBob, the flea guy. What's his freaking name? But anyways, it looked like a Buffalo Bill version of like a little flea or something. But so what I did, I was trying to make a rose, and I still have to get back to this and work on it whenever I get a chance, and like make it look detailed, like the petals and shit. But it says black rose, and let me see. I'm just trying to make sure you can actually see it, or I can, like I said about the mirror, I can't see that one. Okay. But yeah, see how I put black rose. But yeah, I need like more colors. But you see, I did this over this weird flea looking thing that you can still kind of see. But it was like, I don't know what it was. So I'm making a point, like, yeah, somebody else did something and then they threw their shit out and everything else like that. But I just wanted some like art. I figured, why not have some art here? But I don't want to take credit. I would never go around taking credit for somebody else's shit. So, anyways, you see what I did here, though. But, yeah, so if you're wondering what I did do on here with these colors, it's like I put some nail polish over that, and then you can see I use, like, pens or whatever, and I tried to use a marker, but it just... So, yeah, it was just something to, like, to do, but also to make art. I'm aware that I can't, like, I just can't really get too super comfortable up in here as far as, like, I'm not all like, oh yeah, like, I'm all moved in type of situation. When you go on a vacation, you can unpack and it is what it is, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm really, like, hopeful about getting a house in the next few months. If it's not August, then hopefully it will be September, but I really just want my kids to enjoy what is left of their summer. I mean, I know they have enjoyed themselves, but I haven't spent time with any of them except a little bit of time with Malachi, a tiny second with Jayla, and obviously I have my baby all the time. And so I'm spending lots of time with the baby, but I always have her anyways. But Malachi, shit, I had custody of him. I always have had him for a long ass time without any problems. Like, I should have never had any problems with any of it. But again, parent, sister, they did that 2010 because they were scared of me, whatever their weird incestuous cult shit. And I don't want to be an asshole and keep on doing this, so I'm not trying to go out of my way and talk about them. But the fact of the matter is, they wanted me to look crazy, but I'm not. So there's that. Anyways, I don't know how this is like the weirdest looking office space you could find in the world. Like, I don't think this will work out as far as, like, it just looks crazy. But anyway, I can actually make this work. I just have to move this wet ass rag and just have something I can write on. Like, I have books and stuff. So anyways, the point is, like, it can work. You can do something like this. Just know that it is like a mobile type of thing, meaning, or transitional type of thing. It's not gonna be able to just keep it like this all the time. You have to keep moving your shit around because you're gonna need this thing, or you're gonna have to use the bathtub, or whatever. Yeah, that towel looks terrible, but it was, I don't know, I think I did clean with it a little. I need to get some more bleach. But yeah, I do a lot of cleaning consistently up in here. I really do. I think that was like, I'm gonna guess they have a Paw Patrol movie that I thought it was gonna be in theaters, or if they just had like, no, that's probably like an older one and then they have a new one. I don't know. Anyway, I just know that I wanted to take the baby to go see something soon. There's a Paw Patrol movie, then there's some other stuff, but yeah, so me and the baby went. She seen Michael Jackson in theater, a movie called Michael, and we had a great time. She enjoyed the music. She had a little nap. Anyway, I really want to do the Chuck E. Cheese thing this year for her birthday. She'll be 3, and that's in November. So I have till then. I want to get that set up though, because she deserves it, you know. If not Chuck E. Cheese, something like that. But I think Chuck E. Cheese is pretty big for the little ones. They have other ones too. Urban Air is nice too. Whatever, we'll figure it out. And all that shit does cost money though, and that's why it's like, but Chuck E. Cheese is like, I went to Major Magics when I was little, but I remember that was replaced with the Chuck E. Cheese's at some point, but yeah. Anyways, everybody have a great day. I'm just going to try to relax a little bit before I try to get organized. I know I feel like after I make this phone call I have to make, I'll feel good, you know, like just like more able to relax for a minute. Yeah, you can see that weird flea thing through the light because there's the light in the mirror. And if you look at it, it just looks so kind of weird. But I think it was supposed to be like, I just figured I should show it off before I end up painting over it. Like I said, oh, you can see him now. Look at him. He is adorable though. But again, it looks. I put nail polish over that, and I made it so it's like a rose, or I'm trying to do that, and I have to like make it more fancy. But you see, I put black rose. But then it makes me think of the Super Bowl or the World Cup, because it also looks like a cup, or like you know what I mean, like the football shit on here. Anyways, so everybody say goodbye to the flea. Well, you can still say hi to him. He's around here for a little while. He's breakdancing right now on his head or something. Anyways, yeah, I'm about to heat this food up. The food from yesterday that, yeah, you see my plates. I mentioned I had one of those left. So yeah, same food there. That's good. I have some of my cake. I'll just show you the damn cake. It's so good. So I wanted to speak on this. So here we are. This is nice that I was able to make this. It's almost 45 minutes, so we'll just wrap it up right there, okay? Alright, again, sorry my camera. I have to do everything all like crazy. And obviously I don't want to cough on the food, but this is like funfetti cake. So yesterday when I was at the Tops, I was headed out and I seen right by the door they had it's like $1.29 for the mix and then $1.44 for the frosting. I'm like, oh hell yeah. So I turned right back around and bought that. And anyways, I just wanted to share that with you. I also did add something in the filling, and you couldn't really tell, but it was really good though. I do want to make some kind of recipe book type of thing. Like I've talked about doing like restaurant stuff before, but there's a lot of stuff that I'm going to be doing or that I want to do, so you just have to, whenever I do it or whatever I do, or what, you know what I mean, it'll just be there when it's there or whatever the case. I'll let you guys know what the hell's going on though, or if you need some advice, you can ask me, it's fine. But yeah, delicious food is delicious food, and I'm starving, so, well, not literally, I'm just saying. But yes, this is really, really good. It's moist. So yeah, Tops. The sale should still be there. It was there yesterday. Anyways, y'all have a great day. I'm gonna eat my my lunch and just relax, like I was saying. So have a wonderful day yourselves, and watch out for the fucking bullshit, the drama. You don't have to entertain it. You don't have to pretend. Like, you don't have to let people be up in your face with the shit. Go about your business. Do you. Like, I'm just saying, I'm not gonna sit there and, like, I'm not gonna... I just like to have respect for people. I don't want to be in people's faces and not have respect. You're not supposed to want to be around people that you're not cool with. And that's not normal. Anyways, nobody want to feel like they caught up stuck with the man or some shit. Like, they caught up under the man's big foot or something. Oh God, this just sounds stupid. Alright, so again, I'm starving. I'm about to get some of this good food in me. Get some of this. I'm not going to, but you. Actually, no, I'm going to do this with my cake, with my frost, this last of my coffee here. Get some moist cake down your throat.